you'll have that kind of an inspired action, and then maybe slowly you'll have this inspired action to put a bunch of flowers in his office, you know, something like that. Very subdued, you know, very subdued. But you'll be inspired to take some action to let him know in a more authentic way that you have feelings for him. You know, you'll be doing that. And I'm being shown that in 60 days, you can begin this relationship with person C. I'm being shown that if you work on your vibe and your attraction factor and your happiness, and your general vibration or your general mood goes up, you will be initiated into inspired action, the example of which I gave you before. And doing that inspired action and telling person C indirectly or directly how, you know, your actions will tell him that how you feel about him, you as a person, as a leader in this relationship, as the initiator of this relationship, will be able to start the relationship with person C in 60 days. Now, I can't say anything more. I've never gotten this much confirmation ever, you know, for somebody. And and you are the person who's going to do it. You know, you are the person who's going to deliberately create this. And then even after that, you know, after you begin this thing, I'm being shown that you have to think that your life is unlimited in every respect, and you have all the abundance in your reach that you ever wanted, you know, that you ever have in your heart. You have all the resources available to you to reach that abundance. You'll have to keep those kind of thoughts in your mind. And then, like, you also have to when your happiness and your attraction factor or your vibration will go up, keep going up, you'll take inspired action. Within 60 days you'll be able to start that relationship which you always wanted. You will come into a very harmonizing kind of a state, a very neutral kind of a state, where you'll keep maintaining that vibration. And when you will keep maintaining that vibration or that set point, you know, you will attract other things which are in your vortex or which are in your heart, like, you know, a better job, a better idea of finances, you know, everything that you have, maybe a better car, whatever, this is just an example, whatever you have will come harmonizing back. The 60 days is just for initiating the relationship. The relationship will begin in 60 days. And then I did a separate reading for your career, Amya. As you had a lot of career questions, I did a separate reading for that, you know. So I asked the source that, you know, is there going to be a shift in the countries or in the cities, you know, because you're going through that contract thing, you know, and the contract issues and being in a different place. So I specifically did a reading for you regarding that, regarding your career thing, you know, because the career and the love situation is related, you know, somehow. So what I got when I did the career thing for you was that I got source telling me that you've been through a lot of struggle, and you've been through a lot of deceit and lies also, probably through someone in your professional area, you know, and you've worked hard, you worked a lot, but still you are in a space where you know, you have this these issues that everything is not final, you know, in your career. You still have a lot of struggle ahead, you know, and you've been working and working and working, trying to, you know, make ends meet, or trying to clear out the legalities, I'm being shown the formalities, but things are yet to materialize, you know. And I also see some lies or deceit. Either it has already happened in your professional career, or you have to be careful, or I'm being shown that you have to be careful, you know, regarding something like of the sort happening. And also I'm being shown, when I asked the source that is a relocation in the cards, you know, is a relocation in the cards, will Amya have to shift places to be able to find better employment, and will that create, you know, the separation that I got initially with the relationship, will that be a reason for the separation? So I was being told no. You're not going to have like a big separation of cities or countries or anything like that. No, that is not going to happen. So then I asked source that what is probably the next step that Amya should be taking in her career, you know, because that was your most important question. And I got an answer that there's a lot of hope in the situation. You will not have to move anywhere, you know. But instead, what you will have to do is, maybe you will come up with a better financial idea of some business or something related to your this career, or maybe something else. You will come up with a new thing, a new idea to stay in the same place, to stay in the same country, city, whatever, you know. Now I don't know where you are staying or what is going on, but you will stay in the same spot, in the same area, or in the same workplace, but you will come up with another financial idea, a new idea of launching something, and that you will have victory in, you know, that will be successful if you launch it, you know. But you'll stay in the same city, but you'll have a change in your profession, or you'll do something in the same profession in a slightly different way. Let's say if somebody is into a jewelry business, now they come up with the idea that they're going to put their jewelry on an online website, you know, something like that. Now I can't give you I could give you a direct example if you don't mind. Like maybe, you know, maybe somebody is into medicine and now they venture out in to an online medical research business, you know, something like that. A new idea will come, but it will be the same spot, same place as person C, but you will be doing something on the side which will make you stay in the same city, same area, same country, and you will be successful in that. And you will also use a lot of you know, your vibration factor or your happiness or your point of attraction to attract all that, and you will be deliberately creating, you know, as a deliberate creator, or you will be using a lot of law of attraction in all this process, you know. That is what I'm being shown. And again, like I said, you'll reach out for a newer idea, you know. You'll reach out for a newer idea, newer financial business idea, you know. Now it couldn't be a business, it could be just something professional, but a new idea is being shown to me in the same city, same country, same everything. And I think it's even in the same profession, you know. So just to clear your doubts about it, but a newer idea where you can launch yourself in a better and a bigger way in the same profession, Amya. So I hope I answered your question. Now coming on to the main reading, the Lenormand reading that I was talking about, you know. And so I'm going to go over the Lenormand reading with you now. So when I did the Lenormand reading, the first message that I got from the source was that person C, he's a very, very dedicated and a committed person, you know. Once you start a relationship with him, which I see in 60 days, you can deliberately create that relation, you know. Another thing I want to mention, you won't get any input from person C. You'll have to create this yourself. You'll have to create the beginning or the start of the relation yourself, as I told you before, the techniques and the ways you'll be able to do it in. But once it starts, person C will be a very committed and a very strongly earthy person who wants to maintain his home and hearth, you know, if you know what I mean, you know. So, and your relationship very soon will go into a very higher level of commitment, you know. It'll be a very higher level of commitment where either physically in reality you get engaged or something with him, or it's a bigger level of commitment where you both feel that you are in a higher level, you're exclusive, you know, you're not dating all around, or you know, something like that will happen. It's a higher level of commitment, you know. And again, his energy that I get is a very stable man. Once he commits, you know. He's not the kind of man who will be double-minded about his stuff once he commits to somebody. So that's a very good point. And I'm also being shown a very light-hearted, very loving energy between you two. And also he'll have to, after a while, he'll have to make some choices and some decisions, which I'm foreseeing that it will be regarding making a bigger commitment with you, you know. And I also get that you have a very strong intuition and you are a very divine person, you know, yourself. I'm being shown that your intuition is polished. You are not a very raw person. And even he, as a man, came into the Lenormand reading. And I believe that once the relationship starts, he'll give you a bigger level of commitment, and he wants to set up a home with you, you know. He will want to set up a home with you in the future, you know. And also I get this energy from him that person C is a very secluded kind of a man. He doesn't do a lot of socializing, and he's not like doing the regular like social media stuff and all that. And he's also a person who's very guarded. He doesn't meet many people, and he's not like the oh, just let's go out for no reason. He's not that kind of a person. He keeps himself guarded, and probably he also lives in like a high rise or something, or maybe even if he lives in a house, he's very guarded. He doesn't let everybody in, and he's a very keeping to himself kind of a person. That is the energy I get. And I feel that the inspired action that you might be guided to take, like I told you before, maybe having lunch in a cafeteria or putting some flowers in his office. I also see that you might be inviting him to some small party, in the future, where you break the ice even further. And now, mind you, Amya, you will be doing all these things. You will be taking all the initiations towards him, towards breaking the ice with him, towards making him more closer to you. And that is going to happen in 60 days. So I also see like you might be inviting him to some social get-togethers or something, and he will be very reluctant in the beginning, but he will join. And I also, again, I'm being shown that there is sexual chemistry and sexual thing between you two. He can feel it in the air. He can feel that that's there. Including emotional intimacy and everything. I'm mentioning sexual chemistry more because that's how it's being shown to me in the 3D, in the practicality, in the real world. That's why I'm mentioning it. And also, I'm being shown that you've had a long winding path. Probably you'd have gone through a lot of struggles and a phase where you've had awakenings, and you've realized what life is. I'm being shown that you have been on the path for long, and then finally I asked the source that if this relationship goes forward, or you initiate and this relationship starts, that's where we are right now. So if this starts, how can source show me one message where source can show me, out of all the messages that I have with these cards, can source show me one such card where source can tell me what kind of a person C will be for Amya? So I get the faithfulness. Being with you, being a very loyal friend, and just being with you all through. That is what person C is in reality. If it was some other XYZ or whatever, and the same for you, Amya, and he is a soulmate, he's a past life connection, and you can initiate this relationship, you can start this relationship with him in 60 days, but all the effort, all the initiations will be from your side, and he will respond. He will definitely respond. So this is my reading for you, and finally I'm going to show you all the cards that I did for you, so that you have a visual idea. Soulmate, past life relationship, trust, worth waiting for, pay attention to the red flags, you deserve love, keep an open mind, chemistry,